What's up guys, Six here with a look at the DC Multiverse McFarlane Collector Edition Wonder Woman. Now of course this is the second version. I believe this is the DC Classics version. And she's very stunning. Like I said before in my Poison Ivy video, I got this one at the San Diego Comic-Con. So I'm very excited that, to get her there. I was looking for all over the stores, couldn't get them. I really want the Platinum version, so if Earth Entertainment does end up not getting my back order, if it's listed, I'll go ahead and hopefully get that one. If not, I'll figure it out, no worries. But anyway, she looks beautiful. I'm getting a lot of Cher vibes from her big hair, but seeing her in person, she is gorgeous. The only thing I can say is those freaking boots, but we'll talk about that when we open it. But as you can see, she comes with basically everything that the other Wonder Woman came with, so there wasn't really much that they did except for the head sculpt and the different colors for her costume. But she looks gorgeous. So let's go ahead and, as you can see here, just like Poison Ivy, says Wonder Woman there. She's number 61. DC Classics, and look at that beautiful artwork there, that beautiful big hair. She just looks gorgeous. I think this might even be better than the other one that we got. All right, so let's get her out of the packaging. Get a closer look at the DC Multiverse McFarlane Collector Edition of Wonder Woman. We'll be right back. All right, here is Wonder Woman out of the packaging, and like I said in the Poison Ivy review, I'm back at home, so I got my box out and here it is. Anyway, so here is Wonder Woman, aka Cher. No, I'm just kidding. Because this is a gorgeous figure, and I am very excited to get it. I did get the first version. Now I'm trying to remember if I was lucky enough to get that one, or did I have to pay extra prices for that one. But I never got the classic one, the platinum one that I think they should have released in the first place. But no worries, that's why they released this one. And like I said, I was at San Diego Comic-Con and I saw her there for sale, and I grabbed her because I toy hunting for me is not the same. I know for a fact that the guy that I went to ask about these at a Target, I went over there and asked, said, hey, do you have this? And they're like, yeah, we got 6 in the back. And he went and he came out with God of War, and I knew something was fishy because there was another figure that he wanted to use as a reference, I guess, to know what he was looking for, and he didn't bring that figure back out. I was, hey, you have that other figure? I was pretending to buy it. So, oh no, I don't know what you're talking about. He acted stupid. So I think they were there, and I have a feeling he sold them or something. I have a bad feeling. I just have that feeling because it just was so weird how he acted coming out with a God of War. He got God of War. Motherfucker, I don't know God of War. I want my Wonder Woman. But anyway, so when I saw her at the con with Poison Ivy, I grabbed them. It was one of those those buys of I wanted. So anyway, all right. So let's look at the figure. Look at the beautiful colors. Now this is the same buck as the other Wonder Woman, but of course the head sculpt is different. But look how gorgeous that is. Now this is the Wonder Woman I remember. Meaning, of course, yeah, this is what I remember. And well, there's so many different Wonder Womans, but I remember this beautiful color. So let's look at the front. Let's get closer. Look at that gorgeous face, that little doll face that she has with the crown there. And this beautiful hair that has that overspray of the blue. She's giving me Cher vibes. If I can turn back time, right? Do you hear that or not? Gorgeous. Just I'm infatuated with this one. I did love the first Wonder Woman figure. There's something I want to talk about a little bit about that I don't like, but I did like that Wonder Woman figure. But when I saw the chase, I was like, I want that one, and I'm glad I didn't pay $200 for that. I'm glad I waited because we did get. Here are the classic colors here. Is it me or the boobs look really big? I mean, seriously, got that gold on there. Classic Wonder Woman trunks with the stars. She got booty. booty. I mean, I'm telling you, this is a very, very provocative and very, uh, sexy figure. You know what I'm trying to say? So you got those silver bracelets on there, which is really cool. You got those strong legs, beautiful legs. That spray right there is a little dark on that, but not terrible. And then of course you got the boots. Now this is where I have a problem with. I did not like this part about the other Wonder Woman, and it just looks hideous. Like they should have just made this little to go over to make it match, because it just looks. I mean, she looks like a basketball player. You know what I'm trying to say? Like who has? I mean, you know what I'm trying to say? Like that is my pet peeve on this. And it was my pet peeve on the other one. That's the only thing I hate. But of course, I'm just posing her, so I'm not really looking too much at that. But still, that could have been executed a little bit differently. But yeah, she is. She's gorgeous. I mean, a beautiful figure. Loving. I do like her. Like I said, I'm very happy that I got her. Now, so she does come with a little bit of stuff more than Poison Ivy. There is one thing that I do find interesting. I'm supposed to have 2 fists, but instead I got 2 right gripping hands. So she's supposed to have a fist. Now I don't know if I want to call. I don't know who I'm going to call, because I got it from the con. So I don't know if I need to call somebody to get me a fist. But I'm not going to worry about it. Life's too short. But anyway, there's 2 gripping hands. And then 2 open hands here. And she's like, la. But yeah, that's weird that I was looking at it and I'm like, why do I have 2 gripping hands? And I thought maybe, how sometimes the gripping hands are different, or there's a different grip on it. I thought, maybe that's what it is. And nope, it's not that. Those dirty rats stole my fist. All right, so she does come with the axe that the other one came with. Now, I think this axe is a little bit too long. I think it should have been shorter. And of course, just like some of the other figures, the hands to fit the stuff, you have to really get it in there. So that's another little pet peeve I have, but no worries. Then we got the sword and then the gold handle, just like the other one. And then of course the same with the shield. So like I said, I mean, I'm very happy that all this came in, especially if you missed out on the first one, you get a chance to have that. Here is the stand, which, I mean, like I said, one thing I love about McFarlane, and I know probably Mattel's not going to do, is these stands. They help a lot, man. I'm serious. Like, especially when you have a lot of figures and they don't go bump in the night and falling. So that's really cool that it comes with the stand to help out. I wish just G.I. Joe Classified did that with all the figures, like they used to do with the 25th anniversary line. I mean, just the retros get the stands, I'm telling you. Anyway, here is the card. This is gorgeous. Of course, you saw the box art. I love this. This is, like I said, this reminds me of the beautiful Wonder Woman, and her name is Diana Prince, and you got all this background stuff on her. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous. So let's get all this stuff out of the way so we can compare her to the other one. Turn back time. I don't have that song in my head. I'll be singing it later at the gym. Not that I'm a Cher fan. I'm just, I just know that song. And that other one. Do you believe in life after love? Okay, am I a good singer? Should I just start singing instead of reviewing? You're like, stop it. All right, so here is the other Wonder Woman. Let's just take this off and this off and this off. Oh yeah, the lasso. Where's my lasso? Where is the lasso? All right, I forgot about the lasso. So it was on the floor, but yeah, I'm gonna leave this tie-in on there because I don't want to lose it. But yeah, I was like, where's my damn lasso? Anyway, so here are the comparisons to the other one. Now, of course, like I said, it's the same buck, but of course the colors are different. Now, like I said, on the this one, the platinum one had these colors, so I kind of like how this goes now, to be honest. I like this version. I like this version this way it is. I really do. I think, you know, like I said, you got. I think this one is version. Now the Chase or the Platinum version does have kind of like these kind of colors on this one, but I do love this one a lot more. So even though I'm getting the Chase, that Chase or the Platinum version is still gonna stay in the case. If I happen to find this one cheaper or a good version of this one as a Platinum, I will grab it. But like I said, you know, you got darker red on the original, like you got saying you got those ugly ass boots. But she does have the booty on both. One thing I do find frustrating on this one though is the fact that her hand keeps falling off. But anyway, look at the face. Look at the face sculpts. Let's see, I can do it. Yeah. So this is kind of like a modern version, I guess, and this is mainly more classic. So really, really cool. You know, I still love my Wonder Woman. She my girl. Oh, there I go, touching her boob. But anyway, so yeah, let's go ahead and get Cher all posed out. And we're going to do a quick music video of, you know, of Believe for you. She's going to perform for you. Anyway, let's get her out on the pack. Let's get her all posed out and get my final thoughts on the DC Multiverse Wonder Woman. Wonder Woman. We'll be right back. All right, here are my final thoughts on Cher. Everybody, if I go down back time. Miss Wonder Woman from McFarlane Toys. This is the classic version. She looks stunning. I love the head sculpt. I love the hair. Yeah, she does look like Cher, but I'm good. You know what I mean? I'm just, you know, whatever, right? Because Cher had big hair back then. You know what I mean? Remember that video where she showed her butt tattoo? You know what I'm talking about. If I could turn back time, you know what I mean? So there, you know, let's put a butt tattoo on her. Maybe that'd be kind of funny, right? Yeah, no, and I love the colors. You know, like I said, like I was worried, like not worried, but I really wanted the Chase version of that other first Wonder Woman because they had these colors, and now I'm like, I'm golden. You know what I mean? I don't need it because this one has it. You know, and of course, and it's so funny because like my back order, Earth Entertainment back order that I was talking about, it hit. So good grief, you know what I mean? So now I'm gonna have a lot of shares coming. But anyway, yeah, no, this is a great figure. There's only a couple in the pics I gotta say. Of course, those ugly feet. I don't like those feet. I just think they're just atrocious. But you know, when you're standing her in there, you know, on the shelf, you're not really looking at the feet. It's not terrible. Of course, those little plasticky accessories are always. I didn't like the first ones, and you know, but of course, I shouldn't complain because at least we get accessories. Some other figures you're paying $35 for, and you don't get accessories. You know, but I love the colors, the gorgeous colors, the beautiful colors. Not sure why I didn't get 2 fists. I only got 1. I got 2 gripping hands, 2 right hands, which is, I don't understand that, but it's all what it is, Right now, you can probably still get her on some places, maybe GameStop, I think. You know, you might be able to find her. I know for sure the Platinum one, you're not going to be able to find her anywhere. So that's, you know, if you wanted the Platinum one. I know Big Bad Toy Store had them up the day before yesterday, I think it was. And she sold out quickly along with Poison Ivy. So, but yeah, no, she's great. And I'm glad that they finally came out with a different version and not just the crappy first versions of Wonder Woman. And, you know, so people could get it. Like I said, if I had to choose between this one and this other one, even though I do like that one too, I would go with this one. I mean, you know, but they're great figures, and it's cool that, you know, at least Todd said, hey, you know, let's do this one over for fans to grab her. So that's really cool. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and until next time, I'll see you later.
Ladies and gentlemen,
make sure you like, share, and subscribe.